Hey guys, this is DBDGamerGirl here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I post Dead by Daylight content regularly. I'm a new survivor and I post my matches and thoughts on the game as I move through the ranks. If you're back, thanks so much for your ongoing support. It's really motivating for me, you guys. And today's shout out goes out to Dead by Tactics. They've been a supporter of my channel from the very beginning, like literally my first video. I really appreciate your support, and I love it when you leave me tips in my videos, especially in the ones where I mess up and ask a bunch of questions, because I'm always trying to learn about the game. If you guys haven't already checked out the Dead by Tactics channel, please go and do that. They post a lot of DVD content as well, and they post a lot of experienced killer and survivor matches, as well as some tips, and go check it out. And if you guys want to have a chance to get a shout out in my next video, please comment down below on this video. It doesn't have to be about anything in particular, and I'll go through and select someone to shout out in my next video. And with that, let's get into today's video where I want to just talk about disconnecting. First, I'll show you guys a match where I played against a clown killer for I think my first time ever, and everyone DC'd, and again, I didn't really know why. I've had a couple matches like this where I don't understand why people disconnect, so you guys can help me figure out why everyone DC'd in this particular match. And then I'll show you one where I am the one who DC'd, which was against Pig, I think, because I got really frustrated with how they were playing, and you guys can let me know if you think it was a valid match for me to DC or if I overreacted. So here we go. So this is the match with the clown, and from the beginning they were putting a lot of pressure and patrolling the gens, which I thought was actually a pretty decent strategy on their part. I thought they were doing pretty good with kind of putting pressure across the map. So I was hiding in this locker here when it came by, which did work out well for me this time. I know locker is usually a bad idea for me, and I thought it was really funny how the other Claudette was literally being a blendette next to me when I was in the locker. So after we see it walk away, we go right back to the gen, but after a while it starts coming towards us again and we go and hide for a couple of seconds. This is what I mean though, like it was doing great with patrolling the gens and not letting us work on them for too long at a time. And then while we're working on this one, someone gets knocked down. And they immediately DC.
Sorry, bro.
This part I didn't understand, but at this point I thought it was still a fluke. Like I thought it was just that one person who DC'd, but you'll see this will become a trend throughout this game. I'm just going through and trying to do all of the gens since the clown hasn't really come after me yet. They were throwing those like pink bottles of stuff constantly. But I was able to keep a really good eye on them throughout. And I go right back to the gen and the other Claudette does join me. We're like the only ones, like she's the only other survivor I've seen during this match.
Oh, hell no!
And you see that the second person also DC'd as soon as they were knocked down.
2,000 years later.
So after they were doing who knows what over there, I go back to the gen again. But they come right back eventually. I mean, they've been really good throughout this match. And then they start going a little bit crazy with those pink bottles.
Oh my god!
Like barely avoiding it right now.
You better stop! Stop!
The clown is pretty creepy. Another failed flashlight save like I talked about in my last video, you guys. At least this person is desperately trying to save me. Just then healing up really quick, but then the clown comes back. So I start wondering now, like, what this person is gonna do now that they're knocked down. Like, are they gonna DC like the others, or do we have a chance?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, if you guys can help me understand why everybody DC'd in that match, let me know. I decided not to because I fixed a lot of gens and stuff throughout that match and avoided the killer a lot, so I assumed I would at least get like some amount of blood points. And, you know, it ended up not being like good, but it wasn't too bad. Like, it was like 93, 68 points. Yeah, that's not too bad, so I don't really know why people choose to DC just to preserve their rank, I guess. But if all those people had not disconnected from the beginning, then we could have had like a decent match. I mean, the less people there are, the harder it gets. So yeah, that was that one, which didn't quite understand, but I was like, whatever. And now this match is that I'm going to show you guys is where I got really frustrated with how the killer was playing and did end up DCing. Didn't you guys love when you just spawn next to a generator and with another person? It's so perfect. So here I'm trying to go to save this person that's on the hook. And you'll start to see here why I'm annoyed at this killer.
Stop it. Get some help.
If that's not camping, I don't know what is.
Here we go!
Thought they were gonna hit me there, which is why I swerved like that.
I got you, fam!
Take a hit for the other person. Just when I'm like, oh great, they're probably gonna camp me too.
What are you doing?
2,000 years later.
Someone tries to come save me despite the camping. I mean, they tried. And the thing about this killer too is that they go after the person that was just hooked. I mean, I guess it makes sense as a strategy, but when you're camping, it makes it really difficult as a survivor. Finally, a little bit of a decent chase for me. I mean, it might have even been more interesting if even if they camped, like if they went after the person that unhooked the person that was just hooked instead of the person that was just hooked. It would have been a little bit more interesting, but since they weren't doing that, it was really frustrating. So I try to see if they're camping again, because I thought maybe, you know, they can redeem themselves. But they were just standing there again.
Nope.
So yeah, that's the match where I DC'd. Let me know if you guys think that was over dramatic or if you would have done the same. And yeah, let me know what you think about people disconnecting and how often you deal with experiencing that. It does happen quite a lot in my matches, but I don't think it happens nearly as much as I see it happening in videos of like rank 1 players, like in the red ranks. It seems to happen way more frequently. What is the primary purpose of DCing? Like, is it when people get frustrated, or is it just to preserve your rank? Because you do lose your items, right? Anyways, let me know of your thoughts on this, you guys, and remember to comment down below to get a chance to get a shout out in my next video. I think it's great for us smaller YouTubers to be able to help support each other's channels. I really appreciate your guys' support, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.